They came back and they said, we're just kidding, we didn't get anything, but we're going to give you like
several times, and then the real gift from it, what I was sharing was, the narrow down now, and I was only left with myself. I used to have the events and what you're talking about. I can sit down and be like, let's do the next dance. I need a little more. Yeah. It won't always happen that way, so take advantage.
You know what? Yeah. Seriously, like I've never experienced before. And I'm like, it's gotta be that. And if it's not, like, no, it is. It is.
Yeah. It's magic, man. It really is. Hey, brother. Girlish hair out. Look at you.
I just need some of those little like pins like you were.
Yeah, we got those, you know.
You sell those?
Well, there's a girl who sells them here, so yeah. So yeah,
You just got the training. I'll pick up.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get
suited out.
gotta have the uniform.
Be attire.
I mean, it's
I need to give you another spot.
all right, right. All right. Nick just did his direction. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's mostly like.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
It's like they're like little penguins or something. They're going like this.
You know where it comes from, right? So the river's down.
Yeah.
That's the nickel in your water. Always with
All right. Satnam, everybody. I'm going to give you this. And
like throwing blessings right here.
You'll tell me how to do tricks with the video.
just do a little bit of it.
Okay.
And then I'll take it. Just like during this time.
There you go. I'm ready.
Satnam! Satnam, everybody. I'll say little but meaningful while we wait for the Mahanrajs. I'm just kidding. There he is! Woo! So happy we're all here. So some of you are staying for the retreat. We got about 14 of us that are going to spend the day with each other. That's so awesome. And we are still in an Aquarius moon. So the new moon hit. Why is something a new moon? Just for a 101. It means that it's in the same sign, and that conjunction happens when they're in the same degrees. So when you do the new moon circle with me and astrology alchemy with Mahanraj Singh and I, little by little we'll keep saying those things and it'll start to make sense. So there is an actual mathematical situation in the sky that says, this is a new moon. And this new moon, as Mahanraj Singh was talking about this morning, it has a lot of extra punch. It It started probably rocking your world this week, and that's because Uranus, and so Uranus is an outer planet. It moves a heck of a lot slower than the sun and the moon. So what's going to happen is, the sun and the moon came by Uranus, and it squares when it's on those same degrees. Uranus is unusual, and Uranus right now is in Taurus, but unusual changes. So here's what, and I've had a lot of clients this week, and everyone's going, what the fuck? And they're like, new moons are good. Not necessarily. So it is good, but this new moon has a thing about it that goes, all right, you're starting a whole new world. This is great. I'm giving you all the energy. And then you have like something hit you in the head, or like a lot of us, this like feeling coming up, like you were like, yeah. And then this feeling goes, no, you still suck. Just in case you friggin' suck. And you're like, why am I sucking right now? This cannot be. And here's the thing. So hang on to your ass for a little while. The beginning of this year is going, you know what? You did do a lot of work, and it's awesome. You worked a lot on your pain and your emotions, but there's still a slice left. So that's all it is. It's like it's maybe, some of your Achilles heel and pain that you didn't realize it was wrapped in that. It's like, really? Over there? We're gonna, and in the retreat today, we're not gonna let that be a drag, Regina and I are going to be sharing a lot, and we had this come to Jesus moment last Saturday, and I realized, oh my God, I'm so much yuckier than I originally thought. And it's like, of course, and okay, I need to reframe that. It's not that I really am, but my ego has this smelly fart look about it. We always say that. Like my mom used to have this look when she's not going to tell you, but she goes, like there's a stench, and it's like, Mom, and you always knew when that look came across her face, it's like, can't believe you're my daughter right now, But we still kind of do that to ourselves, and what we want to do is unpack that and really love ourselves and really welcome it in. And here's the biggest part. Those are the kind of things that are alchemy. Those are the kind of things you throw on the fire of your awakening. They're going to give you more wisdom, more bang for your buck, more energy than you could ever imagine. It's like I had a client yesterday, and she's smoking and whatever, like, who cares? This is where you are. You could wish you don't smoke and you're 50. I wish I was 50 pounds lighter. I could wish away, but I am who I am. And I am who I am right now. So am I going to not be happy till I lose weight? Mm-hmm. Well, I've been doing that for a year, and that was very, very, missing part of my ear. So I am full and happy, But it's like I get a lot of women, I'll be happy when I get the guy. There's a lot of that. And I'm like, oh, Lord, he ain't coming. Because you're gross when you're like that. You're like, I'm waiting for something, Or the same thing is like money. I'm waiting to be happy. And then money's like, oh, no, you're not going to use me, boy. You're just going to, It's like, no. So we got to be cute and attractive and yummy just the way we are. And start from there. Because you are your best guru. That's why when we do this training, last time we had 18 women. Didn't we have fun? A bunch of you are right over here. And we already have guys, so men are coming to the they're realizing that they could be gurus, right? Honey, do you not notice he's always here? Males can be gurus too. And the only guru that matters is the inner soul, the dialogue inside. This voice that your soul loves you so much. And, I feel like for me is to remember my soul is the Almighty, and at the same time it's super innocent and playful, like a little girl. And my soul's like, and sometimes I want to make a bigger things out of things, and my soul's like, I don't care. But you should really care. But it doesn't, because because it is God consciousness, it does have that 30,000 feet, and it's like, no, this is gonna work out. Just chill, you know.
What does your soul do when I asked you if you take a cold shower?
No, my
What does your soul do then?
my soul goes fun, and my head goes, oh fuck no. I'm having issues with the cold shower again. Okay.
You were on a roll for a while.
I was on a roll, and now I've taken it back. Heat is my friend again. It doesn't really work, especially before sadhana. And I'm not like bathing in the cold shower. It's really just, woo! You know? And then I do, but I'm not even doing that right now. I don't think I've done it for like a week and a half. Gosh, you little narc, you. I'm perfect. So we're going to do this awesome Kriya, balancing the values, which is basically bringing all the elements into your highest good. We're going to start in our class with the Shunya, and as we go through the retreat, we'll go to the Ida and the Pingala, and we're going to have an amazing chant. This is going to be an amazing class for everybody that is just coming to this part. You are hooked up, and those that are staying, you're just going to keep re-loving yourself, revamping, healing, and getting real with yourself. So
yeah, we really, don't go past that. We keep talking. This morning we're bringing up Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus. It's like we're not just talking about Uranus and Taurus for no reason. We're talking about it because the aspect that it's making right now to the sun and the moon is so direct. It's so close in degrees that there's no getting around that. Okay, we're not just like throwing it out there for no reason. It's huge right now because of the aspect and the energy that's being created from Uranus to the sun and the moon right now. So we talked about that this morning. It's like, what is the change in you? Like, where are you so rigid in your life that it's non-negotiable with you? Because that's the place that you need to look at now. That's that part of you that is, you think it's the right thing, and you're in the right place, but I'm telling you right now, that's the part of you that's fucking you up. It's messing with you. Because it's creating you to be rigid in ways that you're supposed to be opening up and
sorry.
And just, oh yeah, you're sorry.
I know.
Yeah, you're real sorry. Like, that's getting back at me for narky.
You look like I'm something else.
Yeah, you should just get back,
Just getting back in the
That's
very
how we
secret.
roll, right?
I'll continue to get you.
So does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Can you do that today? Whether you're here for a class or you're here for the whole day. Because I'll tell you right now, I avoid that like the plague, man. I really think I got it going on in my life that way. I just think the way I'm set up, the way, I think this way, and I'm certainly not going to go there because those people are just fucking crazy. All that kind of shit just makes me so much, I'm missing out on, what I'm really missing out on is emotionally maturing. Because I'm shutting it off, man. I'm not going there. Those people are like that, and those people are like that, and these are my people, and it's so fucked up. God bless you. It's time, and it's perfect for today. What are we doing today? We're going to be sitting here. We're doing all these crazy Kundalini Yoga. It's so Kundalini. Your first time?
No, it is
Yeah, first time in Kundalini.
Yeah. I just know you.
You can figure the craziness I'm talking about. This is your first Kundalini class. It's the beauty of Kundalini is it's crazier than the mind. Like the mind can do this, and the mind can get like pop-eyed out. But as soon as you start doing Kundalini, the Kundalini just morphs that. It doesn't know what to do. It's like the Eagles song. There's a new kid in town, man. And it's Kundalini Yoga. Because the mind just has to go. Right? It can't compete with the power of the Kundalini. It just can't. Trust it.
All right, let's do some Kundalini.
All right.
You tell it.
I'm gonna
Without
tune in
further
again.
ado.
All right.
Yeah, tune in again.
Rub 'em. Don't be passive aggressive with yourself in here this morning. It's not going to work. It'll create more pain than is necessary. Move through it. Give yourself permission to go for it today. Spread the fingers, thumb to the sternum. Put some pressure in those palms and energetically feel yourself balanced on the sit bones, energy coming up the spinal cord, going right to the crown. Eyes closed gently, chin drops slightly. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale mouth. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. All right, this morning we're going to tune in on 2 breaths per cycle. So inhale deep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release posture. Keep your eyes closed gently. Just feel. Just welcome that absolute balance that happens through using the sound current of your voice, posture within your physical being, the physical wisdom that lies within the spine.
Bring your legs out in front and pat the backs of your legs on the ground. whatever, if you can remember, whatever.
Maybe we should put a few more candles up here, honey. And
Shopping like a boo hat. Anyway, candles are good when it gets dark. It's not so good in the day. All right, so bring your legs together, put the other one in front. So whatever you were crossed before, try to switch it up and you'll feel like you could stay a long time.
all right.
Put your hands on your knees and we're gonna go right into balancing the bayous. It's a set, so it's going to move our body and get us ready for this deep meditation and chant. So, Sufi grind. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale around. Keep moving. The 5 principal values. Prana, which moves to the heart area. Udana, the throat. Samana, the navel. Apana, the pelvic floor area. Vijnana, which circulates through the whole body. As we move in the very beginning of this Kriya, in this amazing, simple posture, Sufi grind, it's starting to adjust these values and bring this energy perfectly balanced, little by little, to the chakras. In itself, Sufi grind massages the intestines and the pelvic floor, and it starts to release serotonin. You start to relax. When the biggest reasons we aren't balanced is because we aren't relaxed enough to let the wisdom of the body, mind, and soul come together. So breathe. Close your eyes. Isn't it so good to know that your breath and your body movement can bring you into balance, can bring you into this channel of peace and wisdom. Breathe.
And just open yourself up to what we talked about, that change. And you know how that rigidness kind of happens? It happens throughout a day-to-day basis when you're not grounded and you're really not healthy on a mental level, and you have the thoughts, and those thoughts on a day-to-day basis, they pile up and they create this rigidness inside of us. They just make us, or they allow us to start thinking that things are just a certain way. And then all of a sudden you start moving your body, you start breathing, and all of a sudden now you start to have true feelings and true emotions. And those are the ones I want you to
Why
trust.
do we keep stopping? Pause and come to stillness, and then switch your churning, whatever way you were going. Come to stillness, and now switch.
You don't ever have to apologize to me,
Good. It's not true.
We'll talk about this
We'll go
later.
with that.
We'll bring this
Keep breathing. God, we're weird today.
We are weird. Beautiful.
I mean, we're
weird.
always weird, but we're really weird right now.
Extremely
Okay,
weird.
keep going.
Well, you have to separate you two.
You can feel that undercurrent.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Over there.
We need to have sex. That's all it is. Just kidding. Just kidding. You get a little spicy when it comes time. Especially when you've been married for 28 years. Like, I will kill you. Oh, let's make love and shed. Okay.
I'm almost 60 now, so it's like you gotta go easy with that.
Oh my God. All right, breathe.
Time for a cold shower.
Another one.
Inhale, come to stillness. Turn your hands up. Thumb and index finger together. Breathe. So that, the Uranus unusual information that's coming through. Finding a beautiful sense of humor and opening to a new you. This is one of the most catalytic new moons because it's setting up the decade, not just a section of lunar, but a decade. This week, from Wednesday to next Wednesday, is healing and moving all of us into a being that has a sustainable energy for the Aquarian age. The sustainable energy is knowing who you are. Authenticity is key. Nobody wants somebody else. Nobody wants a different, better version of you. They want you exactly the way you are. Can you love and want you that way? Put your hands on your heart. Just have such compassion for all the times you are hard on yourself. Let it go. Inhale to center, bring your hands down. The next part is inhale to center, and then we're going to exhale, come down to our left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, close your eyes and just go with this movement. Inhale and exhale. The 5 values have to have a combination and a balance. This set we're doing right now, for all the values of the body, bring us equilibrium, and it ignites our entire glandular system so that we have more energy and elevation. When we have enough energy, we can handle things. When we are unkind or afraid, it's usually because we don't have enough energy. Yoga helps us gain that energy. It helps us choose better food to eat. It helps us take better care of ourselves. It slows the mind down so you can sleep and wake up with the energy to live your life.
It allows us to trust our feelings in the moment.
Awesome. Come to center. And sigh. Left hand on the heart, right hand over it. Press into your heart. Now a Sufi grind in this posture. Ooh, feels like love right here. Breathing into self-acceptance, unconditional self-love. Breathe.
As you do this, try not to bend forward so much. Try to sit up nice and taller and just focus on moving more of the core and that third chakra around in a circle as you sit up taller. Just feel that part of your being just being stimulated and awakened and alive. With your creativity and your willpower and the part of you that's not gonna go past go and collect $200 if it's not all together. The root. How you doing? Good, you're doing a great job. It's hard to sit, isn't it? Yeah, we talk a long time. I know that more than anybody.
Inhale to center.
Try living with us.
Bring your hands in a Venus clasp.
I know, speak for
Behind
myself.
you. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the forehead to the ground if you can. Very mindful. And now put this mantra. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Sat. Nam. Doing great. We're preparing the body for an amazing meditation of self-knowledge. If you truly know you, which is a moving target, because it'll keep expanding and keep going, now I'm bigger, gotta know more. But if you know you, you can navigate love. You can enjoy your life more. That's where we're going in the Aquarian age. It's not going to be kumbaya and hug a tree, okay? Just in case you're waiting for that, stop. But it is going to be, I love and trust myself, and therefore, because I love and trust myself so much, I can love and trust you. I've got enough stability. I've got enough energy to be able to do that. Doesn't mean we'll agree on everything, but I'm not going to kill you over it anymore, right? I've got enough God consciousness to have a wider, bigger field where everyone can be in it and understand we're always, always connected.
Last one, come up, take a deep inhale breath, open the heart, press the elbows back, shoulder blades back, hold. Exhale, release. Let your arms come down just for a minute. Just close your eyes gently. Just allow yourself to be completely present, completely aware of that Satnam, of your own truth. And unless your mind is supporting you 100% right in this moment, don't pay attention to it. If your mind wants to support you right now here in this moment, then welcome it, merge with it, just like the sun and the moon.
Inhale. Sigh.
Roll over your knees, come to tabletop. And create a nice, kind of a little wider version in tabletop, like maybe a little wider with the knees than normal. Tops of your feet, like don't bring them together necessarily. Have a nice, balanced kind of a platform here. So what we're going to do is, from here, we're going to clap, come down. Try to maintain the posture. See if you can have your knees and your feet stay on the floor. Use your core. Pull your navel in towards the spine, it makes it a little easier. Tabletop, turn your toes under, press back triangle pose. Walk out the doggies a little bit. Stretch it out. Drop the chest between the arms, drop the head, relax the head and neck. Press back towards those heels. Nice deep conscious breaths.
Breathe.
Let's walk the feet up between the hands. Bring the heels together. Squat down. Balance on the balls of your feet. Fingertips to the earth. Elbows locked. How many, Mahanraj?
2.
2.
21 actually. 21 prongs.
21. How about 26?
It's 21. It says 21.
Oh, it says 21?
Day.
Okay.
It's correct.
All right. Nice hand correct.
Gee.
Now, no passive aggressive here in the Sat and the Nam. Use your navel, use your voice, and speak your truth. You're speaking to your own soul. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. job. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Last one. Sat, nam. Press it up. Let your head hang. Arms hang. Roll it up. Shake it out. Every aspect of it, shake it out. Roll your head and neck, shoulders, tongue, jaw. Flick the eyes open and closed.
All right. Now bend your knees a little.
And
go
try to face somebody when you're doing this.
And go like this. And think of yourself as a kangaroo. I'm not kidding. Jump. Jump.
Try to get low. Try to get low on the balls of your feet.
Oh,
Balls
yes.
of your feet. Get
Kangaroo
low.
jump. Don't be shy. You do look as stupid as you think. So keep going. Keep up. 30 more seconds. Not a long time. Cute little kangaroos. That's who you are. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. All right. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Now this is how you're going to do this next thing. It's kind of strange. You're going to like that wasn't right. That was totally amazing. All right, so you're going to inhale into cobra. You're going to come down and roll over. Come back to center. Inhale up. Come down, roll over.
Other side. Okay.
Yeah. You ready? Come on. Not just me. On your tummies. On your tummies. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, come down, roll to the left. Sorry, let's try that again. We're going to go left first, then right. Ready? Inhale, cobra. Exhale, roll to the left.
And when you roll, keep your fists at your heart center. This is called bundle roll.
Exhale, roll to the right. Keep up. It's cute, huh? Inhale up. Roll to the left. Inhale up. Roll to the right. You're on the clock. Don't complain. God is watching. It's that mean grandfather God that we're all afraid of, right? No, I'm just kidding. Let's make it nice. All right.
Come on your backs, bring your knees to your chest. Yes, Mahanraj, I'm giving them a little break right now. You're so hardcore today.
I am?
Jeez.
Just wait. Not the whole day. That's why, be very careful if you do training. It's craziness the entire freaking day. But you do heal and become the guru with you. All right, come over onto your tummy. Go into bow pose. So what is that? We're going to bend the feet towards the bum. We're going to reach back from the bow. That's the posture. Try not to let the knees come way apart. Keep them parallel with your hips. Up, 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 up. Breath of fire. Close your eyes and gaze into your third eye. You're only here for a minute. You're on the clock. You're doing so good. Inhale, up, 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 up. Exhale, relax. Hold on to your back. Take your hands into fists. Start beating your chest. Not hard, obviously. Don't knock yourself out. Yeah, fist on the chest. And if you're a woman, like go above the breast, on the breast, to the sides. We got stuff going on there, so make sure you get that. You get that all covered. Guys, it's a little weird. I'm just saying. Keep up. Gently drumming the chest. And as you're doing this, I want you to now take, opposite hand and go underneath the armpits. We're getting those lymph, the side of the chest. Come across, up and below the chest, so you want to get that lymph. And then switch sides when you feel complete. Good. Now I want you to take that down onto your belly and gently drum the belly all the way out to the sides of your waist and in. You're doing such beautiful work here, such amazing feeling.
Listen to your body. Trust your emotions.
Okay, now I want you to drum your inner thighs, outer thighs, on top of your thighs. If you have to bend the knees, whatever you have to do. Hip area. Really feel into your magnificent, and that you know you. You are the best healer for you. Lay your legs down or keep them bent. Soft little beats on your throat, on your neck, to the side, up and down, where the chest meets the throat, all over the throat area. Good. Hug your knees into your heart. Take a deep breath. Exhale with a sigh. Rock up and down and come to seated. Hands back down onto your knees. Feel yourself as this royal yogi, this queen, this king. And begin a Sufi grind that's not really huge. You want to keep the torso up.
Stay upright.
Like Mahanrajs talked about in that second version of Sufi grind. Close your eyes.
Pushing the belly out as you come forward, but you're pulling the navel in as you make that circle back. And the navel is extremely active.
So we're going to do some major work today on really understanding what's in that subconscious. I remember one time, a long time ago, when I was working on my body again, and my healer says, "What do you want to weigh?" And the first thing that popped out of my mouth was nothing. Now that's kind of weird. Right? But it's like, it was in there. We have these weird answers to how we are able to be in our lives that absolutely set us up for failure and do not make sense. We're going to unplug those today. Breathe. Love the one you're with. Just this. Awesome. Come to stillness. Lay back onto your back. I'm going to guide you through this movement. It's a little strange, but once you get it, it feels really good. So I want you to lay on your back, and you want to take your right shoulder and hip up. And then switch. So you're like going up with the hip and shoulder of the right, down to normal, and then up with the shoulder and left hip on the left. So back and forth. You're just going like a little seesaw. If you were standing, it'd be a cute little dance, but you're not. It's just working on your body. Lay there. So no, you're not twisting. You're just moving. So right shoulder and hip come up. Back to normal. Left hip and shoulder up. And then back and forth. Okay, breathe. You're doing great. Bring them back there now.
Are they moving like little alligators?
Kind of like little alligators. They're very cute alligators. Okay. Now I want you to put your hands underneath your bum. You're going to bring your both legs up to 90, both legs down while you're doing the breath of fire. Keep up. You can move at your own pace. If you need to bend the legs, you can. But the most important thing right now is breath of fire.
Make it equal inhale and equal exhale. It'll balance the strength you need.
Yogi Bhajan said, if you have just one practice, one set that you can do this one. You'll be surprised how much control of your mind, body, and soul, and how much the combination together you will be able to achieve more fulfillment and success in your life. Yogi Bhajan also quoted, there are two ways to go in your life. One is to go and get it, and the other is to let it come to you. This set is clearing out your subconscious doubt and cleaning up the volumes so that the chakras can communicate to your mind and aura, and you become magnetic. All right, bring your legs down. You made it. We're going to do a deep gong meditation in Savasana to really, so the gong is the sound of the universe. The more you do Kundalini, the more you start to attune that the sound of the universe is indeed right here inside of you. Inhale deep. Exhale out the mouth. Open up the jaw, relax the jaw. Open the palms towards the universe. Prepare yourself for this deep healing, this deep rest. When you're new to the gong in Kundalini, it can be like a little hard on the mind sometimes. It's meant to wash the mind of doubt and fear so you can hear your deep truth, which is always, I am love. I am one with everything, and the lights too. Thanks, babe. Relax. Let yourself heal.
It's a great time for you to just open your mind and your heart to whatever place inside of you that's been like so extremely rigid, thinking that you have to protect yourself for whatever reasons that you came up with, and just breathe into it now and heal. Heal that part of you. Let your guard down. You're in a safe space. We're all here for the exact same reason. You can break it down to different sounds and stuff, but we're all here for the exact same reason, which makes it extra beautiful. Connection to one another is the source of our main true power and truth. The more diversity, the more room for breaking down the rigidness within. Imagine yourself floating through time and space, in the galaxy, in the cosmos. And this is the only sound that you can hear.
Inhale deeply. And sigh. Begin to keep your breath deeper, deep enough you can hear it. Bringing your consciousness and awareness into this moment in time. Feeling your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Awesome. Inhale, reach over your head. Stretch. Exhale, hug your knees into your heart. Wrap your arms around you and gently rolling left to right. Left to right. Feel this Mother Earth below you. And it's wild as that maverick Kundalini Yoga, our teacher who brought it here in 1968 died, brought us that kind of a wild ride with that set we just did. It has set you up in the most beautiful way. Rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands.
Feel how spirituality is that direct connection between you and all that you really can't even perceive, but it's that direct connection between your own truth and infinity. Bring your hands to your knees, inhale forward on the spine, exhale back a few times. Come to seated.
So we're doing this meditation on the shunya, and then as we stay through the retreat, we're going to do the other by parts. But it's a great place to start even if you're leaving at 11. It's going to really give you clarity and power.
We have any Leos in the room?
So the Leo is the opposite of this energy. So we're supposed to be moving into, they always work together. So Aquarius is like, humanity and self, and all of us love each other. But Leo is always connected. And Leo always says, hello, I gotta be me. You gotta love you totally in order for you to hold that energy of Aquarius. So Leo helps us have that. Thank you for holding the Leo corner over there. The Leo corner. There you go.
Roar! So the Leos come with this beautiful smile. It's called the Leo smile. And
Gina has it. Susie holds that.
Yeah.
Look at you, got it going.
Yeah, there it is. So it's a nice wide smile where your front teeth are over the bottom teeth, but they're not touching.
So that's this.
So it's like this. So my front teeth are over my bottom teeth, and they're not touching. There's space in between the teeth, okay? And then we're gonna powerfully. So this is gonna take us in and set up everything that we're doing. But the first part of it is a total just setup and preparation to where we're going, and where we're going is gonna be absolutely beautiful. So the first part of this is taking us to that part that is connected where your spirituality is a direct reflection of your personal connection between you and infinity. You and that part that you may wonder about, not wonder about, it doesn't matter because there's you and there's this infinity and it's all one, but your direct connection to it creates your spirituality. And it goes perfectly with what we're talking about with the sun and the moon and the Uranus and the rigidness and the blinders and all that, because it's just a great opportunity to open ourselves up. So with the teeth, the front teeth over the bottom teeth with a space.
Huge smile, like ridiculous, like you're ridiculous.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is you can close your eyes so we don't have to see each other. Although we get to see you, but you know, that's just that. And then, so you're going to bring your hands here and you're going to make a nice firm clasp because you're going to need it. Because you're going to powerfully inhale and exhale through the mouth and powerful navel.
Keep up. Big smile. Big smile. Count of breath in, count of breath out. Keep up.
Breathe in and out like a cannon. You're hammering the navel. Hammer it. Your navel is going to dominate the breath.
Keep that big smile. It's ridiculous. Pump the navel. Cannon breath in and out. Like a fellow. You're building energy here.
You're enriching yourselves with sacredness right now. And prosperity will come to you from every corner, from every crevice. It'll be attracted to you magnetically.
You're gonna be here. Try to make it all about the breath and the navel. Don't move your shoulders. Stop. It's all breath.
All navel.
Navel, breath, big smile. That's all that's going on. Keep up. You got 3 more minutes. Keep up.
Stay with it. It's setting us up. You're creating the very essence of you will become peace through this breath. Keep up.
Concentrate on the navel. Concentrate on the smile and breath. Nothing else.
You're more than halfway. Keep that smile going. Don't touch the teeth. Tired and keep going. You're about 1 minute out right now. Open that mouth nice and wide with that Leo smile. You got this.
Kundalini is not for the fainted heart. It's for the Aquarian age. It's for a revolution. Keep up.
30 seconds. If you don't have spit all over your mouth, you're not doing it right. Let it go. in that posture you're in, sit up nice and tall. That means you're slightly leaning forward a little bit on those sit bones. Chin drops slightly. Shoulders back slightly. Keep the eyes closed nice and gently. With your eyes closed gently, I want you to bring your arms up to 60 degrees where your palms are facing each other. The arms are straight, the elbows are locked. So look at me, I'll show you what 60 degrees looks like. Close your eyes gently, lock those elbows. Eyes are closed. Make sure your elbows are straight. Close your eyes and just imagine that you're standing there in front of a vast body of water into which you are about to dive. That's the key. You are about. It's that about state of presence that brings you to the moment. It's not like you're standing there looking down and your mind's got you in doubt. You're standing there and in that about state is holding your presence right now. You are about to dive. Stay steady in that posture. You are not leaping into the water yet, but you are just about to. It is in this just about that all of your presence and power lies. You can feel it. Just feel it and be in that presence. The body of water is wider than the ocean, and the horizon is not even visible. It's infinity. And in this posture, in this perfectly mental state, you can transmute your sexual and sensual energy, those lower chakras, into a very, very great clarity, but also purity as you're in that about. You're still holding yourself in the about, just about to. And you're cleansing yourself.
Breathe. In this just about, you are confident. You are in the moment. You are anticipating your fulfillment. You are one with God, and you are one with all, just about to dive into the next level of your life. Drink it in. Breathe.
Now, in this about to state, with your arms staying in the exact same posture, I want you to now go ahead and leap. Leap and go and dive. Arms stay in the same positions and go deep as you bring yourself down towards the bottom. Your hands are in the same posture so that they will touch the bottom first with tons and tons of water.
See yourself diving. The hands hit the water first. You're going in, diving deep. The fingertips hit the bottom of the ocean floor.
You're penetrating inch by inch into that vast body of water, and mile by mile. Stay in it. You're still going, you're penetrating. Now I want you to take a big inhale breath in that posture. Inhale deep and fill all of your lungs. And as you hold that breath in that posture, your body becomes relaxed in the posture, and allow yourself to float. You're floating to the top now as you hold the breath and float. Float your body towards the top. Give your body the lightness of the breath you're holding, and just let it continue to come up. Hold that breath and relax every part of your body as you float towards the top. As your head starts to break the surface now, exhale the breath and inhale deep. And hold that breath and relax the arms down and just float. Float in that body of water, but make sure your lungs are still filled because you'll float much easier. Just hold that pranic energy, life force in the lungs, in the chest, in the ribs. Float. And exhale. And just relax. And feel the power of 1,000 suns. Every cell of your being as you sit there and float. As the sun penetrates the skin, reflects on the water, you become one. And you realize that the infinity was always within you, will always be within you. Whatever rigidness was there just completely softens and dissolves. And you get this overwhelming feeling of joy that comes about as you just continue to float. And you start to chant Om Sam Vaheguru. 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 From your heart. Om Sam aspect of your being. How all the reasons and all the things that you had to protect yourself are just part of who you are. They got you on the path, and they pushed you down the path. And when you stumbled and you fell on the path, they got you back up. They kept you focused on something greater, something more meaningful, because you knew it just couldn't be about that. And now the eyes that you look out at and that you see everything with, your own perception becomes filled with compassion. Everywhere you look and everything you see, the things that used to trigger you, the things that used to create judgment within you, are now just filled with compassion and understanding and patience and love. Realize that this is why you chose to become human. And your journey has just begun.
This is a householder's yoga, Kundalini. What does that mean? It's to give you the energy, the elevation, to honor and enjoy being a human, a woman, a man. This practice understands all the things that you have to do, the mortgage, the insurance, the kids, all of it. And it gives you the energy to remember in all that you're God. That you're here to bring a new kind of love and joy to the planet. To be totally you. Feel yourself as that lighthouse now. The beacon of light that we each need to show up as in the Aquarian age. Bring your hands into a prayer. Close every class.